On June 4th, 2018, I was coming home from the gym on my motorcycle when a woman made an illegal U-turn in front of me, causing me to crash into her car. My leg was crushed. I suffered a lot of other injuries. A week later, I met with a surgeon, and he was telling me, you know, your entire foot's crushed. You broke every metatarsal, some of them in multiple places. And I remember asking one of the nurses, am I ever gonna be able to run or do anything again? And she said, probably not. And then over the next 6 months, they tried saving my leg and eventually realized they weren't gonna be able to. While I was in the hospital, my girlfriend's father researched different attorneys and stumbled upon Kurt Zaner's law firm. Said they had amazing reviews, so he contacted them. Kurt came and saw me in the hospital.
You know, the case came in like a lot of other cases, right? Motorcycle crash with some orthopedic injuries in his foot. And I met Stephen in the hospital, and he had a cast on, and he was clearly banged up, but you know, you see some broken bones and you figure the person's gonna be okay. And Stephen had a great energy about him. But then shortly after that, things took a real turn for the worse. And he came down with a diagnosis that I was terrified to hear.
He actually, you know, referred me to well-known doctors to help me out. You know, the thing about amputating it, he kind of walked me through it. And he said, you know, if that's what has to be done, that's what has to be done. He was also on board with the, you know, like this needs to be like a last resort type of deal. And then after the amputation, those first few weeks to our first couple months, they were brutal. I mean, the pain and then trying to get used to not having a leg, that was pretty awful. So yeah, I mean, I would say from the accident to about 9 months afterwards were just like hell, basically. It never felt like a client relationship type of thing. It just felt like I was coming just to chat with some friends, is what it really felt like. They would call me to make sure I was doing okay. You know, he definitely, my best interest was in mind for sure throughout the whole process. He, you know, everything he did, it was definitely for like my benefit, not his. So I think that was really cool. From start to finish, I didn't have to do anything. I pretty much got to focus on recovering. They made sure to explain everything in detail and break it down to where like I can understand it.
Now all these insurance companies are afraid of dealing with us, and so when I can go to an insurance company and I say, I've got a young man who's been terribly injured, you need to do the right thing, they respond a little quicker to me than they would to others because they know that we're not bluffing. We tell them we're going to hold them accountable.
If Kurt and the law firm hadn't done such a great job as far as getting the settlement and getting everything taken care of, I mean, it'd be a different life. I would probably still be in bed with no leg. You know, now I have a little bit of a nest egg to where I can justify spending that to really do the things that I was doing before the accident. Without that, I wouldn't be able to get the running blade, and I would be in a very unfortunate situation. Because Zan and Harden, we get a whole new life, a whole second chance life again.
It was an honor to represent Stephen. I mean, and I say that in the most sincere way that I can. I mean, he inspires me and all my staff to overcome challenges, you know, to set goals and to let nothing get in your way of the things that you want in life, no matter the setbacks. It's kind of sad that we settled the case because I don't get to see him and talk to him anymore, right? But I hope he does stay in touch because he's been an inspiration to everybody here at Zaner Harden Law.